Hi there, this is Chris Decato with another Pro Tools poke around walkthrough. This tune is Gold Tonight by the Hotel Alexis from the CD Raised on Fire. I'm kind of excited about this one because Sid just released a video to go along with the song that's really pretty cool. I really liked it, and if you haven't checked it out, poke around and in the description we've got the link to it, so a lot of fun. And this tune was a whole lot of fun to work on, and it's actually been fun just poking around in it in the last couple of minutes because I found some stuff that I'd forgotten about. One thing is this track that Dylan had done that's really, really beautiful thing that comes and goes in the choruses, so. But it's also an interesting tune in the sense that kind of there's a way to show how a tune can kind of evolve from the original tracks to finished tracks, and how much of it is kind of like a process of chipping away at a piece of stone or something and trying to find what the shape and sound of it is. So when I first got these tracks, kind of how it was laid out was like this.
Cool. You want me to start first, or?
With some jibber jabbering. Love it. So yeah, the drums kind of go through the whole thing, and there's this acoustic guitar that's kind of laying down the arrangement. And so it starts with the chorus, which which got changed. So it's just kind of neat. And the drums actually don't come in until the first chorus, and the vocal doesn't come in until the first verse. So it's kind of neat. But just to get the structure of the tune down, this was how it went. So that's that. So anyways, obviously that acoustic guitar is not in the song. So, and these drums aren't here either. All this whole business is all muted. Kind of like that. So, but we can check out some of the drum sounds while we're here. The way they're mixed, it's actually mostly reverb return for the snare. There's a little bit of the overhead sound, and the snare's kind of popping there a little. There's a lot of kick, and there's a ton of EQ on this kick. Let me just solo the kick for a second. And here's the little compression going on there, but a ton of EQ, kind of carving that thing out into this rounder kind of thing. But the drums are really pretty quiet in this tune, and mostly there's this reverb return that kind of dominates the sound of the drums, certainly the snare, which I worked on that quite a bit, tinkering with this lexicon plate kind of thing, ton of pre-delay and EQ'd a certain way, blah blah blah. So that's what that sounds like. Another interesting thing about this tune is there's this kind of transition that happens between the Rhodes and the Leslie, which is, the Rhodes is really the dominant instrument in the tune, kind of laying down the chords, and there's a way that the organ kind of fades in across it and kind of takes over, but that Rhodes never goes away. The Rhodes at the Electric Cave, Marc's Rhodes, is spectacular. And so this organ is the B4 plug-in routed out through a real Leslie cab. And one of the things about the spin control on my Leslie is it's just a rheostat, just a wall dimmer, a light dimmer. And Should hear it popping in here in a second. There's some clicks when you turn it on from... There it is. And you can see that there's a little edit in there. But one of the things when it goes from stop to go, it'll oftentimes do a little click. So I gotta deal with that once in a while. And there's a few of those in this tune, but they're I kind of love them. A lot of people might not have noticed them, but... And here's that reverb snare banging away. Let's turn that off. So the bass, obviously, is the organ's playing the bass in this tune. Grinding away. And really dirties up that organ that in the most lovely way. But here's the MIDI parts from the organ. Here's the bass. These are the pedals, and this is the manual. So that's that. Another track that kind of got muted a fair amount, and this is Dylan's guitar track, which I think is it's this really beautiful, reverby, kind of thing, which I have kind of there it is. And you can see that I've automated, so it really just comes up a couple places in the intro and in the choruses. It's a really special sound. And if I turn on the automation, you can also hear that there's this crazy panning I did. So this is kind of random panning got written across the whole track. It's a little louder over here. You can hear what that's doing. And then when you add the effects, which I'm pushing the wrong button. You can hear what that sounds like. It's kind of neat. All right, so that brings us to the strings, which there's a couple of violins and a viola here. Really well recorded, beautifully played parts. And what I love about those parts is how they kind of trade this melody off to each other. It sounds like it's around, but it's not, and it's just really, really special part. And so beautiful in the song. Kim and Torres ended up singing a lot of vocals on here that ended up just being this bit at the end, but just I thought it was really neat to just listen to those with the strings. I just think that's so cool.
You shine like gold tonight. Yeah, it's fine. You're damn right. You shine in silver.
Just love listening to that way. It's so cool. All right. So that brings us to the vocal, which was really simple because it wasn't done live with the rest with the drums and stuff. So it's kind of very much on its own. Let's mute this again so you can hear it.
Enemy,
it's kind of on its own, and
the mountaintops.
there's a little bit of EQ and a little bit of an expander. Just a
heavy load.
Just a touch of leakage from the headphones or something.
Upon the countertop.
But I thought it was really great to get to work with a vocal like that, because most of the other ones have drums all in them. And anyways, so that's basically the tune. I'll kind of leave you here. And, but thanks for watching. And check out that video when you get a sec. I'll put a link to it in the description.
It's been a crooked road. Enemies upon the mountaintops. Girl, I know it's a heavy load. Enemies out in the backyard. But you shine like gold tonight. Yeah, it's fine. You're damn right. You shine in silver light. And yeah, it's fine. You're damn right.